Only one word comes to mind when I think about Portos. Magic. Portos gives you delectable food at dangerously low prices. Welcome back, my friends! This is Janelle Eats Again, and today's Eat Venture holds a very special place in my heart. Portos is a Cuban restaurant. Now, if you've never been to Portos, do yourself a favor and after this video, go grab a friend and have Portos for lunch this weekend or something. When we went to the Buena Park location, there was a huge line. It was 3:30 p.m. on a Saturday. Then again, they did only open up about a month ago. Let's take a trip inside. Portos has a super casual vibe. You line up, you take your order, and wait at a table. The store is broken up into 4 parts: the bakery, the cafe, the cakes, and the coffee bar. But Janelle, where's the goodies? Everywhere. You can get breads, pastries, cakes, sandwiches, Cuban dishes, drinks. This place is unbound by space nor time. My must-haves for each Portos visit is the Medianoche sandwich and the Guava strudels. But here Janelle Eats, what's our motto? Eat Venture! So of course I tried something new. But we are going to start with the Medianoche sandwich because that is my favorite. The Medianoche. This sandwich tastes even better than you think. The sandwich is a soft, sweet roll, warm from the oven with a perfect dark brown shade, which perfectly balanced saltiness from the slow-roasted pork and ham, sweetness from the sauce, and sourness from the pickles. This is how a sandwich should be. The king of sandwiches! Trust me, you have to get this sandwich! Each of these entrees are served with fresh, crispy plátanos. My little brother devours them. Crunch, 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 crunch. The subtle, mild-tempered sister of the Medianoche is the Cubano. The only difference between the two sandwiches is the bread. The Cubano has a crunchier Cuban bread compared to the Medianoche's sweet bread. The Cubano is a crowd pleaser, but I loved the dynamic flavor of the Medianoche a lot more. Steak torta. I'm normally not a steak fan, but the steak in the sandwich was juicy and packed with flavor. The steak is accompanied with black beans, guacamole, cotija cheese, lettuce, and tomatoes. Count on Portos to have the French round perfectly baked. Those were the entrees. Now let's move on to what I like to call the appetizers. A cheese and spicy pepper potato ball. The potato balls come in many different flavors, but this one had 4 cheeses, 4 roasted peppers, all covered in deep fried potato puree. It was delicious. I had another potato ball, their seafood potato ball. It was filled with calamari, shrimp, and scallops. It was divine. It kind of tasted like cioppino in a potato ball. Chicken empanada. The crust was soft and buttery and wasn't too dry thanks to the sauce inside. The sauce had a slight sweetness to it, perfectly complementing the tender and juicy chicken. It's unlike any empanada I've had before, and my taste buds say it was perfect. Chorizo Pie. This empanada encases chopped seasoned pork sausage. The crust had a great balance between chewy and flaky, and the chorizo had a nice smoky taste that wasn't too overpowering. Wash all those goodies down with a drink. I chose the guava smoothie without the whipped cream. I'm usually wary of store-bought smoothies, but this one is super refreshing and not too sweet. I still had 3 desserts left to tackle, but I had to wait until I got home because I got way too full. So with that, let's start with my ultimate favorite, the guava strudels. The filling is perfectly tart. The puff pastry is immaculate. What can be more perfect than a guava strudel? Having a guava strudel in one hand and a guava strudel with cheese in the other. This is top 10 on my list of favorite things to do, which is why I bought 10. Here's the cheese roll. I'm showing you because this is a huge fan favorite. Personally, I think it's okay, and I think you can do better. Guava strudel. Cough. Finally, the chocolate eclair. This was a new experience to me. It was very dense and felt very heavy in my hand, mostly due to the vanilla custard filling. On top is a chocolate ganache with chocolate shavings and crunchy pearls. I genuinely enjoyed this, although there was no way I could finish it myself. I was super full at this point. Instead of ranking the food like we usually do, I'll pick the top appetizer, the top entree, and the top dessert choices. Top entree. Duh, the Medianoche. The flavors were perfect. I would pick this one over and over again as my top entree. It was perfect. Marry me, Medianoche. Top appetizer. This one was really hard, but I had to pick the cheese and spicy pepper potato ball. I know, super cliche for a Portos fan, but it was beyond memorable. The chicken empanada came to a very, very close second. Top dessert. If you've been paying attention, then you'll know that it's the Guava Strudel sisters, classic and cheese. Phew, that was a lot of food. Is it even a question if Portos was worth the wait? Heck yeah, it was. I waited 30 minutes just to order my food, and I'd be willing to wait another 15 to get my paws on that stuff. Alas, this takes our visit to a close. Thank you for watching, my fellow Eat Venturers. If you or any of your friends have any recommendations for me to try out, don't hesitate to put them in the comments below. This is Janelle Eats, and I'll see you next week. Bye. Bye. Portos, Portos, I love Portos.